experiencing emotions related to closeness. Because then you become, for me, when I get angry, I like become very detached. You know, like it gets so like I lose empathy. You know, which is bad. So I try not to get angry. It's hard. It's hard though.
Yeah, and empathy, what I did in research is the right temporoparietal junction, which is about the left right ear and a little bit behind, it gets light up. Theory of mind, which is about trying to figure out what other people are thinking,
Right.
and also insight. If you want to have creativity and insight, that part gets light up. And the way you're gonna get creativity and insight is you have a problem, you work out the problem, which is more likely with your left brain, and then you just let go or do something else,
Yes.
and then the right side of the brain lights up, and then you get the aha moment or the eureka moment.
That's why people wake up in the middle of the night and they have this
Yeah,
vision or something.
I have this,
and then,
like,
Yeah.
you should always keep a notepad next to you wherever you sleep. So that way, you know, you're so trying to you have a problem in your brain that's lasted a couple days or something. You'll wake up because your brain activity is greatly increased when you sleep.
Yes.
So then you wake up, and then a lot of times people they don't do this. They don't have anything near them, and then they go back to sleep and they forget.
Yes.
They solve a problem and they forgot. So keep something near you wherever you sleep, and write down whatever you're thinking. Even if you're half asleep.
I do
Yeah.
have a notepad next to
Yeah.
where sleep.
Yes. And that's most likely because right there it got lighted up.
Yes.
Your dreams are probably powerful, man.
Yeah.
I would guess.
Sometimes
That's
I
right.
wonder,
Mhm.
what if we're really our dreams are our reality? This is our dream right now.
It's very lucid. I don't know. My dreams since last Wednesday night have felt like reality.
I wish there's a
I was in the
way-
bus last night. Like in my dream, I'm in the bus, and like it was totally real. I was going somewhere.
And that feeling when you wake up, you're like confused because you're like, is that real? Or is this real? I don't know where I'm at.
Wait, I was in the bus in Oxnard. Where? Wait, they changed routes. What? Why are the routes different in Oxnard? Wait, I haven't taken the bus in Oxnard in 15 years. What?
I used to try to try to figure out how I can control my dreams.
Oh yeah.
There are people that do that. But it takes so much time and energy, and I guess
You have to know
self-control.
it's a dream first.
Right.
Sometimes I acknowledge that, but I'm like, what? There's a dream.
It was so real. I didn't know it wasn't real.
Yeah. Regarding that, maybe while we're in a dream right now, there is a book, something about the making of the bicameral mind, that talks about how we become into this sort of like a cognizant state that we are right now, and we stayed some 3,000 years ago, according to this author. But it's a hypothesis,
Right, of course.
far off. But he says that before that, people would just do things because it had like a voice inside,
Yeah.
and they were doing things like the pyramids. They didn't because they didn't, and so they just follow whatever it was, like an instinct.
It wasn't an instinct. It was the Martians.
Yeah.
And they took their gold and they left.
They just go there just to show us.
No, it wasn't the Martians. It was the Anunnaki.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's kind of far out, because I mean he
The
has
Martians
no,
are extincted. The Martians are extinct.
Maybe. Or maybe they're just waiting somewhere.
They
Maybe
probably-
they're not Martians anymore. Maybe they're like in some other galaxy.
Maybe their civilizations are so advanced that they don't even acknowledge our existence.
Actually, they're human now.
The universe, the known universe, we can't even conceive it. You can't even think about it. You can't even write out how many stars or galaxies
yeah.
or planets there are. So there are so many other civilizations that are in the universe.
Luckily.
There are just
They are.
based on
They are.
probabilities and statistics. It's almost a statistical guarantee that there are. Now, nothing's guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed whatsoever. But
The science.
just based on what we know about the universe and the galaxies, it's like crazy. I'm a big astronomy buff, and there's just so many. Like I have an application. It charts out the new planets they find all the time, and then the ones it's like the Goldilocks planets, the ones that are like real close to
Thank you for sharing.
I just gotta let you know.
Oh, yeah.
Atmosphere and everything else.
Right.
There's millions of them. Millions.
Yeah.
So
They keep finding, and then like lately they've been finding a lot. Yeah, it's like higher technology right now.
Oh, it's all blurry.
so then how are we so special that this planet in the known universe or even the unknown universe,
Mhm.
and don't even get me started on dark matter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like another fucking
You know?
universe.
Yeah, who knows the parallel universes that there are.
Yeah. That-
Why is it blurry?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. It's
But
better.
talking about with a more incredible book, there is a book called The Master and His Emissary, The Making of the Western World, I believe, by Ian McKist. And it shows how the Western world is more of a left-brain society. And how we've forgotten how to use our other parts of our brains, the creativity and everything else.
It's like Einstein only used like 10% of his brain, and the
Oh,
average
yeah.
human only uses I think like 6 to 8% or something like that.
Yeah.
did Einstein take an MRI?
What's that? No, it was just based off of like what we know now as far as the brain mapping and everything, and like his for what he's his works that he's done. So the mapping of the brain is basically unaccessed. So that's what they're saying. It's an estimation. It's not a guarantee that it's 10. But what we do know is that people now we don't use the full capacity of our brain. It's the bottom line.
Or at one single time. We use most of our brain, like 90-something%. But we only use 6% at once.
Right. It's more a process.
Oh my God, this is that.
You have one thing. You
This
have,
is
like,
that-
You're
that-
always you're not thinking about breathing. And,
Whose is this?
You know your bodily functions and everything else is working on its own, but your brain is doing all those functions. So that's why
Whose is it?
specific time.
This is that one newspaper that. Oh,
When
sorry.
we're talking about cognitive ability, where that's really true insight and true like creativity and progress comes from. Those components of our brain are very.
This is the evil newspaper.
No, I'm
We're
good.
talking about, like,
Thank you.
Hey now.
Sorry.
You're live.
Jeez, how'd that nose shot go?
like the left side of the brain.
Not
It
the
was
first one to
beautiful.
get one.
Like you were talking about how
Shut
There's
up. You're,
another one.
Shut up. You're beautiful.
you're not even thinking about it.
Hey, now, thank you, but seriously.
It's not something you could try to do.
Right.
It just happens.
And, yeah, and also about there is other statistics that some big scientists says that most of the process, 90% to 95%, depending who you're talking to, happens in the subconscious level, and consciously we're just doing the rest, which is 10 or 5% of.
But even what you do unconsciously, you have to learn it. You have to learn that.
No, not really, because
Well,
like,
except for breathing. And,
right, your basic functions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But well, I can't remember. So here's the thing: is like you use a camera, right?
Mhm.
We talk megapixels. Sorry. The human eye is roughly about 74 megapixels,
Okay.
whereas a normal camera is right now about 16. But right now we're taking all these inputs in, and it's like I can't remember. It's a huge number. We're making about 3,000 decisions subconsciously
Wow.
every second. It's like all these things that are happening and going on, we're taking in. You don't even know it because your eyes are taking in all this information. You're hearing things, you're smelling things, you're touching things.
Yeah.
You're basically all these things are happening that you don't even know. So to that end, 95% of our body is doing things subconsciously. So then, are we just zombies? Walking around.
Right.
It's like a zombie.
Dreaming this, what we're dreaming right now. Yeah.
To this end, it's time to smoke.
Yes.
Okay, this is a really
Then we'll
good
really
thing
get to
that we
good
have to work
conversation.
on.
Yeah. Wow.
Not me. I would just smile. I'll just smile.
You can write it down properly because I'm going to go online and go.
For me,
So
personally,
it's out
I
right
get wound
now.
up if I'm not, but then smoking at night.
Okay, I'll get the paper.
What is it?
Okay.
Be more creative.
Are you an
I
indica
can- I
person?
can-
Are you an indica person?
And I swear I'm going to help somehow with it. We'll figure it
Indica,
out.
the one type of weed that's kind of mellows out. To do it like that. Kind of like just.
What are you looking at? What's that? Oh, the neighborhood council meeting? How does it look?
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
So I'm like, I'm firing all
Well,
going
I'm not gonna
until
watch it though.
when I need
No,
to sleep.
but you can extend the deadline